Hello, hello. Okay. So, so today I want us to talk about being outside of your comfort zone. First of all, we gotta start with the word comfort zone. What does comfort zone means? Comfort zone, if I can just break it in a very simple way, it's a zone or a space whereby you are feeling comfortable. It's a zone whereby you're feeling. It could be you hanging out with your friends and you feel comfortable to express who you are. It could be you being yourself in front, like your family, for example. You feel comfortable. It could be you with your actions. You've been doing, like walking, for example. You feel comfortable. Unlike flying. If you start flying today, that would be so uncomfortable. Why? Because your comfort zone is walking. When it comes to moving, right? So comfort zone, it's more like a space. I know I'm just explaining something which is very simple, but like, just bear with me, right? So a comfort zone is a space whereby you feel comfortable in whatever thing that you are doing, right? So how do you step outside of your comfort zone, and why do you need to step outside of your comfort zone? First of all, for yourself to elevate or for yourself to move to another level, you need to step outside of your comfort zone. That's why back at school, you move from the first grade to the second grade, and then when you're in the second grade, you're not doing the same thing that you were doing in the first grade. I remember back in the days, in the first grade, we would use pencil to write. When you write using a pencil, you would write, and use a rubber when you've made a mistake. But on the second grade or the third grade, we'd use pens, pens to write. A pen got an ink inside. There's no way that you can get rid of an ink. So meaning that you have to step outside of your comfort zone. You have to step out of the zone of using a pencil and then using a rubber when you've made a mistake. But now you gotta be more cautious on what you write, because they're gonna see your mistake. Even though you've crushed what you've written, they're still gonna see what is it that you've written. You know what I mean? So stepping outside of your comfort zone is you moving from this phase to this other phase, whereby you're doing something which you're not familiar with, which you're not used to. And I feel like that's the only way in which you can get to the next level in this life. That's the only way in which you can get to actually succeed. I believe in which you can get to, for example, let's say you're looking for a job, right? There's no way that you can actually get that job if you're not willing to step outside of your comfort zone. If you're looking for a girl, for example, right? If you're looking for a girlfriend or a boyfriend, there's no way that you can get your girl if you're not willing to step outside of your comfort zone. So there's always a voice in your head which I don't know what this voice is, but then this voice knows who you are. This voice is familiar with your actions and your limits, or the limits that you've put inside your head. Actually, this voice puts these limits because of your daily actions. The voice in your head knows that it's okay. We can go, but then there's no way that we can go to this point. We cannot go this far. You know what I mean? So what happens is, when you like you wanna pursue a girl or a boy, now you gotta out like your voice, like you gotta out loud the voice in your head. I don't know if I'm making sense, but your voice gotta be louder, or your keenness of pursuing, or the zeal of pursuing that person must be louder, or must be more, the zeal must be more stronger than the voice inside you. So for you to pursue that person, the zeal, or the I don't know what to call it, the craving of of pursuance must be a lot more higher, or louder than the voice inside you, so that you can actually go, or go beyond what you are used to, right? So some other people are just we different, right? Other people are used to approaching girls or approaching boys. So we all different. But like in most cases, approaching somebody who's new, especially if you like them, it's not as simple as you think, right? So how do you then step outside of your comfort zone? I want to take you back to my story, right? So there was a time back in high school where I was this person who was labeled as shy, right? And I don't dismiss that. If you can check out my actions, and you would really conclude that I was shy. But what I was living with, or if I can just break it down, what used to control me was fear, right? I used to listen to fear, and then I used to to obey fear. Fear used to direct my actions, fear used to direct the way I talk, fear used to direct the way I act and react to situations, right? For example, let's say we're in class and then a teacher asks a question and I know the answer. A voice in me would say that, don't say what you think you know. Don't say the answer. Don't raise your hand up. Why? Because they're gonna laugh at you. That would be the voice. And even if I know the answer, I wouldn't raise my hand. Why? Because the voice was a lot more louder than myself. The voice that I was inside my head, the voice that was inside my head was a lot more louder and a lot more stronger and powerful than me. But how do you then outpower or become louder than that voice inside you? Because it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. I don't believe it goes away. Maybe I may be wrong. I may be wrong, but I don't think it goes away. So what I will do is I will just tell the answer to my friend, and I wasn't like good, but like I used to love mathematics, so I used to, be a bit like I was like average, what I'm saying, when it comes to mathematics. So I would tell my friends the answers, and they would actually tell the answer to the teacher. My question is, how do me overcome this voice inside me, so because it used to irritate me so much, the fact that I always obey to this voice, I always listen to this voice. I wouldn't do things because I was scared. I would literally shake even when it comes to talking to a large crowd of people, most especially people that I wasn't used to. I would really shake, like literally shake. Even if it wasn't like the kind of shake that you would see. It will be. I would tell that I'm actually shaking even when I'm speaking. My speech wouldn't be that clear because I'm thinking what they are already saying in their head. I would overthink things, and then that would scratch my speech up. That would make me stutter when I talk. So how do I then overcome this fear? So here's the thing, that you need to keep with you today. There's this say which says that, courage is not the absence of fear, but it is the judgment that something is more important than that fear. Let me just repeat that again. Courage is not the absence of fear, but it's the judgment that something is more important than that fear. So when you want to do something, right? Here's how I've overcome fear. When you want to do something, um, being courageous doesn't mean that there's no fear. The fear is there. It will always be there, but you have to overcome the fear. How do you overcome the fear? You have to overpower the fear. You have to say, okay, if this is fear, right? If this is fear, you have to say, bro, I see you that you're telling me that I shouldn't be talking to that person right there. I shouldn't be talking to this crowd, but I'm not gonna listen to you. You heard? I'm not gonna listen to you. You know what I mean? That's how you can overcome fear. That's how you can actually come outside of your comfort zone. I see you. I see what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but you're not more important than what I'm about to do right now. So courage is not the absence of fear, but it's the judgment that something is more important than this fear. So you actually have to say to yourself that, you know what, I see you, but you're not important than what I'm about to do or what I want to do right now. You are here, but then if I listen to you, there's no way that I'm going to move to the next level. If I keep listening to you, there's no way that I'm going to elevate myself. If I keep listening to you, there's no way that I'm going to move to the next step. You know what I mean? So courage is not the absence of fear, but it's the judgment that something is more important than that fear. So what I would do every day. I remember telling my friend this one time because I used to have a best friend, and then I was even scared to be open with him. I don't know. I used to admire him so much to a point that I would. You see, when he was my hero, my hero. So I used to admire him to a point that when I look at him, I would see he was my role model. He was my, I don't know, I used to, I don't want to say glorify because that's high standard. I used to look up to him. It's like when you see your hero, when you see your Superman, your Spider-Man next to you, somebody that you aspire to be like. So when I talk to him, I would shake. I don't know if he noticed or what, but like I would shake, and then I would be so nervous. You know what I mean? So I remember this one time. I think it was the year 2018, right? I remember this one time I told him that, you know what, bro, uh, I'm a changed person. This is when I was in the journey of becoming this person that I am today. Overcoming fear. I remember myself telling him that, bro, I've changed. I'm becoming this new character. And I remember I used to work at this other shop, and then he came to visit me, and then I was like, "Yo, bro, I've changed. I'm becoming this character." Though I wasn't like really changing at that moment. I was just in the process of like changing myself. I say to him, "Bro, I'm changing. I'm becoming this character that is not fearful. I'm becoming this crazy character because I knew who I am, who I was when I was by myself. So I needed to bring out that character to the world. Then I told him that, you know what, I'm gonna be funny. I'm gonna be crazy. I'm not. I don't remember the way I've said it exactly, but then I said something like that. That I'm changing. I don't know. I'm not even sure if he still remembers that. But like I remember that very well. So not very well because I forgot the way I said it exactly, but but what I was actually saying is that I'm becoming a different person, and that's how it actually start with you saying to your voice, to the fear, you having a conversation with your own fear that, you know what, bro, I see that you've been in my head for the longest, but I'm no longer gonna listen to you. I'm no longer gonna listen to you. I'm no longer gonna listen to you anymore. You know what I mean? I'm gonna become this person who's gonna do things. I know that you're there, but then I'm not gonna listen to your voice. I'm not gonna obey or go by your rules. You know what I mean? So the like the next point that I wanna bring is, if you wanna step outside of your comfort zone, you must start to do things which you're not used to. The only way you which you can step outside of your comfort zone is to do things which you are scared to do. It's to do things. If for example, when I become a public speaker, and you're scared to talk in front of people, start talking. One thing for sure that I'll tell you is that, you will shake, you will crumble in front of people. People are gonna laugh at you, but keep doing that. Keep doing that. Once you overcome the laughter, once you've overcome people, what I wouldn't say naysayers, but like once you've overcome, you see, whenever time you do something, people always talk. Once you've overcome that, the thought of, I don't care about what people are gonna say to you, I don't care about what people are gonna say to me. Once you overcome that, you've actually beaten fear. Like fear will be there, but then fear will be scared of you. I got this brother of mine. Wait, he posted something on WhatsApp. I was just gonna show you the screenshot. Like I was really fascinated about this. I found it really funny and really, um, really. Where is it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me just zoom in so that you can see. Here it is. Here it is. So, I just wanted to focus. Yeah, yeah. So his name is Pleasure, right? So what the message says is that I am a problem to my problems. They know me very well. And look at him. Look at the way he's walking. Look at it. You can actually, like, you can literally tell that, his problems knows him. Look at him. Look at the way he's walking. Look at him. Look at him, bro. He says that, I am a problem to my problems. They know me very well. So you should become a problem to your problems. You should become this scary person to fear. Fear should be scared of you. Fear should know you very well. That, you know what, when it comes to public speaking, this guy won't listen to me. Even though I'm there, he still talks to people. How come? You know what I mean? Become this person who doesn't care about the voice that is inside of you, because it doesn't go away. It really doesn't. You just need to learn to avoid the voice. You just need to learn to live with it and not listen to it. You just need. This is, as I was saying, this is fear, right? You just need to say. You need to learn to say that, I hear what you're saying, but I'm not gonna listen to you, bro. I'm gonna do this, whether you're there or you're not there. You know what I mean? So um I love to say that, fear will always be there, but then maybe there are people who are born without fear. I don't know, but I'm one person who knows that, every time when I gotta do something, I'll always have to look at this guy and say, so we about to do this, right? I know that you're gonna tell me that I should be doing this and that, but I'm not gonna listen to you all the time. All the time. I know I make crazy videos, I know, but all the time there's always fear, right? But I don't listen to this voice. I always find a way in which I can break out of the cycle, in which I can break out of the comfort zone. So what is the comfort zone? Is the zone where you feel comfortable. But how do you then break out of how do you then break outside of that zone of you feeling more comfortable? Is if you stop listening to this voice inside of you. This voice is thoughts which are built up by experiences, past experiences, or overthinking. Um, and also, you should stop caring about what people are gonna say. One thing which I can tell you, you won't like this, but tell yourself, remind yourself every day that you're gonna die one day. You know, and if you know that you're gonna die, then you should make this life the best thing ever. You should live for yourself, not for people. You shouldn't listen to what people are saying to you. You shouldn't listen to, you know, all these people who are telling you that you cannot do this, you cannot do that, or you shouldn't really listen to or have this thought that if I do this or do that, people are gonna talk, people are gonna say this and that. You know what I mean? You should actually put that aside. Think of this. One day you're gonna die, and your excuse of not pursuing what you wanna pursue right now will be people, and they don't really matter. Just like fear, all of these things. It doesn't. Like they don't really matter at all. So oh my god, my brain just went. you know. But like I wanted to say that so listen to this, and I want you to take this with you today. I'ma say it very slow. Courage is not the absence of fear, but it is the judgment that something is more important than that fear. And the only way you can conquer your fear is if you do things which you are scared to do every day. Thank you. We are I really appreciate you watching me. This is don't end the video. Just listen to me. Please listen very carefully. I really appreciate you watching me. It really means a lot, right? This is a bit of a long video. I really appreciate you. Please share the video with your friends. Share the message with somebody who you think might like this kind of message or need to hear this kind of a message, right? Please comment down below what kind of or topic that you would like me to talk about, or break. you know I'm gonna bring a lot more content. This is Let's Talk episode number 2. I don't know where this is going, but I wanna build something here with you. So yeah, man, let's talk. I appreciate. Love you.